Hi, I'm Stephanie Reese. I'm a singer and an actress, and my career has taken me all over the world. And in my global travels, I discovered I loved a lot more than just being on stage and performing. I loved having conversations with people from all walks of life, different cultures, beliefs, different talents and backgrounds, and every time I found what was extraordinary in each and every person I took the time to speak with. From rock star celebrities, Broadway stars, soul singers, politicians, and everyday people like you and me. I'm bringing that to you here on Citizen Sister, where we have the conversations that help us all see how we are connected in the extraordinary and ordinary things in our lives, and how that makes us all citizens of the world. This is Citizen Sister. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Citizen Sister, the podcast. I'm your host, Stephanie Reese, and I am so happy to be back and here with you all after... Boy, what a past few months I have had from moving to California, moving back, going back out on the road and going. I just got back from Austria and Germany. We were in Chicago visiting family and seeing Melissa play in Guns N' Roses. That was super fun. And I am back. And I'm back here in the studio with Mr. Dennis O'Rourke.
Hello. I'm off camera.
He's off camera. So for those of you who are watching on YouTube, he is off camera, but he is here. So if you see me looking over there, that's why. I have some exciting news, Dennis. We are officially... This episode is officially the end of season 1 of Citizen Sister, the podcast.
Woo, yeah.
And the crowd goes wild. Why that's kind of a chuckle, if you will, is because I never said there were seasons, and I never even called that season 1. But I'm officially announcing that because officially season 2 will start the end of this month with a huge announcement to kick off our new season. And I am so excited for that announcement. I want to say it now, but I can't. So you have to look out. Ooh, you have to look out for that. Sorry, listeners. I just got so excited I hit the mic. But I really cannot wait for you to hear that big announcement. It will be quite a celebration, incidentally. We might even have a little kickoff party. So that's something to look for, right? In fact, at that party, I might have to bring out the Turkish wine that Dennis brought me.
Yes.
I can't wait. Where is it from again?
It's from a small village called Şirince, which means like cute, basically, in Turkish.
That's cute. Şirince.
Şirince. Yeah,
Şirince.
Great pronunciation.
Thank you. I'll take it. So Dennis was also traveling. He went back to Turkey to visit family and friends. So we're like back. And the reason I say back is because I don't have huge travel plans coming up in the next couple months until I go to Germany in end of November, December. But I digress. I first want to say it is amazing to be back, but it also was amazing where I went. And before I get into what season 2 will include, which is what this episode is about, this wrap-up episode is to also just talk about Citizen Sister, the podcast. Dennis, I can't tell you how crazy it is to have an idea and a dream to do something. I, as many of you know from listening or reading my last magazine blurb in the magazine that I write for here, I'm a runner, and in my runs, I obsessively listen to podcasts, and that's what brought me to this idea that I wanted to do one. And I am somebody who, whether it's a concept for a show or a concert or a fundraiser or an idea, I usually just kind of go for it rather than figure out all the moving parts. This was so far out of what I do normally, but I was like, I think I can do this. And I wanted to get a little bit more defined as to what Citizen Sister is, because every time I tell my friends or people that I meet that I have a podcast, they're like, what's it about? I'm like, well, it's about being a citizen of the world. And that feels super broad, you know? And I wanted it to be broad because I knew that the one thing that all of my travels, everything I did, as it's said at the beginning of every show, I didn't, you know, collect much of anything but people and stories. I mean, I didn't, like, I know how some people travel and they collect one little thing from each city they lived in, or, you know, there's certain things that they do in every city. And I guess I have that a little bit, especially with running. But my main takeaway from all of my travels wasn't even the performances as much as it was the connection to people. And I wanted to bring that to everyone because I meet all these fascinating people that aren't even always performers. Sometimes it's the guy who, you know, is selling fish at the market in Düsseldorf. Like, it's these people that I have these really cool conversations with. And I'm thinking, oh my God, I have learned so much from all of these different people. And I came away from that going, I am as connected to this person that I'm meeting in Indonesia as I am to my neighbor down the road on Bainbridge Island. And that made me understand this idea of global citizenship, and really what that really means is connection. And so I wanted everyone to hear that having a connecting conversation with somebody, whether you know them as your dear friend or it's just somebody that you just meet, that conversation can connect us to one another. And in hearing that conversation here on Citizen Sister, that you hear some of your own story, or it brings you to a place of curiosity about yourself or about people that you meet, and that it invites you to have more conversations in life. And, you know, and that was really, really important to me. And so it sounds like everybody has, well, at least everybody that has given me feedback about Citizen Sister so far has been really wonderful and positive. And I've been so appreciative of that. And I want to hear more from all of you. So in season 2, I am hoping that I get more interaction from all of you. We are definitely going to have more of episodes on our YouTube channel, and that is because I have Mr. Wonderful Dennis O'Rourke, film student extraordinaire. He can take a one-camera shot and make it interesting. Thank you for that.
Well, you know, as good as it gets with one camera, but my best.
You're awesome. As we close out season 1, the first episode that we are going to have on our YouTube channel with an interview is the Chad Kimball episode. And so please look out for that. And in the time period that we have between now and our wonderful launching of season 2 with our big announcement. And so I'm very excited for that. And I'm excited to have Dennis on board because video is a whole new part of it. We are also going to have more music. So that's very exciting. Lots of requests for that. And I said this before too, that I had not planned on doing a ton of music on the podcast, and then I realized that people know me as a singer. So it's always good to, and actually a lot of the people that I interview have a music, you know, angle. So there's that as well. And to just, you know, have conversations about things that mean things to people everywhere. And, you know, every episode reveals itself to me in real time. And I've loved that too, the discovery of the interview. And I want to invite listeners to listen back to episodes. If you are just coming into this podcast newly, we have some amazing episodes from season 1 that I hope you can revisit or visit for the first time. You know, and one takeaway that I hope you get from all of listening to this podcast, or even any other ones that have interviews, is that the beautiful thing that I learned from interviewing people is that friends I have known for years, like Chad, who we just had on the show, or people that you have yet to hear in season 2, or my friend Oscar, or even my own husband. The art of that interview, like we don't take, time to have these conversations in an interview format with people we already know and love, because why would we? We're just like living in real time. But I have to ask you, Dennis, have you ever interviewed like a family member? Like a proper interview? I
wouldn't say a proper interview.
You know.
I've interviewed like my grandparents for like school stuff.
Right.
Back in like middle school.
Yeah.
But no, it's, I haven't done an interview with someone I know, like talking just about them and about us. So maybe I should.
I will challenge you to do it, because it is crazy that you like the things you learn about people you have known practically your whole life, or you are even married to, like in my case. And I'm like, wow, that's what you think about that, or that's what you did that when you were a kid, or oh my God, I knew you were going through that thing and I never realized what was really underneath that. And it is a wonderful way to hear the stories that don't get told unless you take the time to ask, and unless the circumstance comes up, it often doesn't get told. So I challenge all of you to interview one person that you already know in life and let me know about it. We can talk about it on the show in season 2. Some teasers. We will put together a little teaser for the people that we have coming up, but some teasers. I went to Austria, as I said, to sing, and to Germany recently. It was amazing. We sang in this little town called Vilsmus, which is right outside of Salzburg. It was very, very crazy to go back to a place that during the pandemic, I had been going for years and years, and we would meet there and give these concerts to this little village that has only 1,000 people in it. And it will be revealed why that village is chosen of all the places in my interview with Mr. Heribert Klein. Yes, shout out Mr. Heribert Klein. And also teaser, he is one of the people that I interview with a translator. His first language is German, and he does speak English, but I wanted him to be able to deep dive in his native language about why he has done UNICEF for 40 years and brought all these global artists together. They are like my lifelong friends, and I'm so grateful to him for that, because that's how I know David, who many people who listen to this show have heard David many times on the show. So because I did this concert in the mountains of Austria, I was able to interview friends who are in the concert with me. And so just, John Florencio, who I have toured the world with, is my piano accompanist. He's a virtuoso in piano, and you'll learn all of his history. We call him the fourth Reese sister. And I interview Heribert, as I said, Ricardo Marinello, who is a TikTok, YouTube sensation, winner of Germany's Got Talent, went viral, 120 million views. We will talk to him. He is so fun, so much fun, and we'll have clips of him. Christina Love, who played Tina Turner, just finished playing Tina Turner in the West End in Tina the Musical, was chosen by Tina Turner herself to portray her in the show. Oh my gosh, when you hear her story, chills, all the things. I can't even wait. And Adriana Hicks, that interview is yet to happen. She is on Broadway right now with Some Like It Hot. The Gervais brothers, Mikey and Maddie Gervais. I said this teaser before, but it's happening because Melissa, my sister, is coming back to town with Guns N' Roses very soon. And we have planned, we're doing it no matter what, that Mikey and Maddie Gervais are amazing singers. Matt is in The Head and the Heart with his beautiful wife. And, Melissa's in GNR, and Mikey and Maddie have a duo as brothers, and they sing. So we're going to do a Sisters Brothers episode, which I'm very excited about. So there's a lot. I don't want to give everything away, but I will say there's so much to come. We're going to do food tastings. We're going to go out on the road. The pod stuff that I did in Austria and in Germany is a little bit like I had to record stuff with devices because I wasn't in the studio. So just Dennis is going to work his magic and make it sound good. But we have a lot more to come, and I want to hear from all of you. I want to hear what you want to hear about. What is a connecting conversation to my Citizen Sister listeners? Who do you want to hear from? We can make that happen. Thank you again so much for your support, for your love, and really for listening and making this dream of creating this space for this podcast, making it a reality. I cannot tell you how appreciative I am of that. And if you have a dream and you have something that you're like, you know what, I just want to try it, do it. Do what your soul tells you to do, because you have no idea what will be revealed to you in the process. And there are many times that I'm like, I think I need to quit because I'm technically challenged and I don't know what I'm doing. My only advice there to people, if not that you're looking for it, but if you were, is to say, if there are things that are stopping you because you don't know what you're doing, find someone like Dennis or Maya or whoever to help you, because it's... If that's the only thing in the way of your dream, then you owe it to yourself to invest in the things that will make your heart sing. And this podcast makes my heart sing. I'm really excited. So thank you. Look out for our announcement end of September. It's going to be a party. I can't wait. Thank you again for listening, and stay tuned for some more teasers to come. Check out the YouTube channel and the Chad episode, and peace and love to you all. Thanks. I'm Stephanie Reese. Thank you so much for listening to Citizen Sister. Find us on our website, citizensisterpodcast.com, and on Instagram @citizen.sister. Be sure to subscribe and leave us a review. It helps people find the show. Thank you so much.